Spirit, He have gathered them. Okay, which shows you, the scriptures that we have today, in the format that we have today in one book. Okay, that was commanded by the Lord, man, because obviously these books were all separate books initially. Okay, written by the prophets in various times in history. Okay, but these were brought together by the Spirit of the Most High, man. That's why he had King James, had the King James compile the scriptures. Okay, which is the 1611 edition. Okay, which which holds both the scriptures and the Apocrypha, which was later taken out by these demons. Okay, but initially they were brought all together, man. Okay, and that was the doing of the Lord. Okay. Verse 17, and He hath cast a lot for them, and His hand hath divided it unto them by line. They shall possess it forever, for generation to generation they shall dwell therein. Okay, so like I said, this chapter here is a scripture going out to the whole world, man. This is the Lord speaking, man. Okay, and He's telling you, sending you a message, like the brothers do on the highways and byways. Okay, telling you your destruction, man. Okay, that is what the Lord has commanded be done. Okay, and that's exactly what will be done. Okay, there isn't no salvation if you're not of the nation of Israel, man. Minimum. Okay, and even then you gotta be of the elect, man, and that's the Lord's chosen. Okay, but if you're not even a descendant of Jacob, then you got no chance, man. I don't know what you're doing, man. But like I said, you can't hop bandwagons, man. You can't change a nation, man. And the Lord is targeting nations. Okay, and Esau's of all the nations is going to get worse, man. He's going to be completely subdued. His power is going to be gone forever, and he's going to be gone forever after he's done his time, man, in slavery. Okay, so if you're part of the Edomite race, man, enjoy your last days, man, because you've not got many left. Okay, because no one is looking to do away with you completely. Okay, because you've done the worst against the nation of Israel, so you get punished the worst. Okay, but there ain't no Edomites that are going to be saved, man. There ain't no Elamites that are going to be saved. There ain't no Moabites that are going to be saved. There ain't no Ammonites that are going to be saved, man. If you descend back to those guys, stuff you. So like I was saying, man, these other nations are not going to be saved, man. No matter how hard you pray for it, the Lord ain't listening to you, man. Okay, you people out there, you can't seem to get it into your head that the Most High has to bring judgment. Okay, the Most High prophesied judgment on these nations that fucked with the nation of Israel. So therefore, you still have to pay because the judgment hasn't happened yet. The vengeance of the Lord hasn't come to pass yet. So this has to happen still. Okay, it would be easy for everyone that didn't want to receive of that judgment, which is just to hop ship, man. Because then they'd all be saved. Then no one would receive the punishment. But that's not what the Most High is saying. The Most High is saying that these nations have to pay. So therefore, that's what has to happen. Okay, like I said, only the nation Israel is going to be saved out of all of this. Okay, with the elect and the 1/3, man, because the 2/3 have got to pay for their sins as well, man, because they refused the Lord. Okay. This is Jeremiah 46 verse 28. And it reads here. It says, Fear thou not, O Jacob, my servant. Okay, which is the nation of Israel. Okay, saith the Lord, for I am with thee. So the Lord is with the nation of Israel, okay? For I will make a full end of all the nations. All the nations, every single last one of them, okay? That's what that means, right? It says, but the Lord's with Israel. So everybody outside the nation of Israel, the Lord is going to make a full end to. Okay, so that's not saving anybody but the nation of Israel. Okay, that doesn't benefit no one but the nation of Israel. Okay, and you have to descend from Jacob, man. That's what makes you of the nation of Israel. Okay. It says, whether I, sorry, it's like here, for I am with thee, for I will make a full end of all the nations whither I have driven thee. So Israel is scattered throughout the four corners of the earth. Okay, we're in captivity under every nation under the sun. Okay, so all you nations have us in possession right now. Okay, we're slaves to you. Okay, I mean, you Jake can't seem to fathom that, how the fact that we're still in slavery. You can't get that. But you know, what can I do, man? The white man's beating your ass down in the streets. You know, you're in debt slavery. You're in the ghetto. You know, you can't get a job now. Things are just getting worse, man. The things are not getting better. Okay, yeah, you don't have chains around your fucking necks. Okay, you're not being hanged, but you're still being killed. You know, you might not be no public execution, as in hanging and dismembering and set you on fire and shit. Okay, but you're still getting killed out on the street, man. You know, not saying that, you know, all of you are innocent or anything, but the white man has no fear in killing you motherfuckers, man. Okay? So how you can say you're not in slavery, I have no idea, man. We're all in debt slavery. Everybody under the elites, man, are in debt slavery, man. Okay, and we work for the elites. Okay, so you're still in slavery, man. Okay, but you know, we're in all the nations all across the world, man, and we serve those nations that we live in. Okay, we're not in our own land, running around, you know, calling our own shots, man. Okay, we're servers of other nations. Okay, but those who have us in captivity are going to be made a full end of, man, because they are our enemies, man. It tells you that in the scriptures, that we was going to serve our enemies. So the lands that we're in today are the lands of our enemies. Okay? It says, but I will not make a full end of thee, but correct thee in measure, yet I will not leave thee wholly unpunished. Okay, because like I said, we've been under the curses, man. So the Lord's been punishing us for our iniquities, okay, and our wrongdoings, okay. So we've been punished, but the Most High isn't going to destroy us, man, as a nation completely. Okay, that's why we're still here to this day, man. The white man can't destroy all of us, man. Okay, he sees Jacob is fruitful, man. Okay, I see it pops up everywhere. So there's no way the white man could destroy all of us, man. Or any of these other nations. They couldn't destroy us all, man, because the Most High wouldn't have it. Okay, the Lord always leaves a remnant. Okay? But as you can see today, man, Jake's fruitful, man. Jake, you know, plants seed in every nation, man. Okay? That's why you get, you know, Jake that look like, you know, straight Chinese or Japanese or you know, who look white and things like that, because Jake sows seed in every nation, man, in every nation's women. Okay, so you're gonna get a mixture basically of what Jacob looks like, man. Okay, they're not all gonna look the same. Okay, but the nations that, you know, we're in captivity unto are gonna be, you know, put down. Okay. This is Isaiah 45 and 17. And it says here, but Israel shall be saved in the Lord with an everlasting salvation. Okay, it doesn't talk about the other nations shall be saved. The scriptures have never spoken about the other nations being saved. Okay, you use this word Gentile as if it pertains to you, where it doesn't. Okay, because there's, you know, two types of Gentiles, man. Because Gentile can be used in any context, man. Because it basically means ethnic, man, ethnic group. Okay, you check out the word Gentile in the Greek, man. It says ethnos. That's where you get the word ethnicity from. Okay, which is basically a tribe of people, nation, whatever. Okay, So that is not, the word Gentile itself is not a defining word, man. It doesn't define anything. Okay, it doesn't say if that ethnicity or that nation or that tribe of people is that tribe or another tribe. It doesn't tell you that. It just basically means tribe, or ethnic group, which there are many ethnic groups out there, but it doesn't tell you which one it is. Okay, but the Gentiles that it speaks about in the scriptures is talking about the Israelite Gentiles. Okay, those who left the customs of Israel, or were born outside the customs of Israel and followed customs of other nations, man, that had no idea of their heritage, okay, their history, okay, and grew up thinking they were something else that they weren't. Okay, they are Gentiles, man. Just like today, all of Israel have been made Gentiles, because we've all grown up not knowing who we really were. Okay, and the Lord had to bring the Spirit upon us to bring us back into remembrance of who we really were. Okay, because before I knew the truth, well, before we knew the truth, okay, because I speak on behalf of the rest of the brothers out there. Okay, we was in the world, and we were just in the philosophy of the world, man, before we found this truth. Okay, so we was following other customs that were not our own. Okay, we was brought back into this truth through the scriptures, through the Spirit of the Lord, man. Okay, but the other Gentiles, okay, the Gentiles of the other nations, you're not included in this. We just read that the other nations, which is the same thing, the other Gentiles are going to be made a full end of. Okay, the other Gentiles have to be punished for the things you've done to Israel. Okay, so they both can't exist together. The Gentiles can't be saved and destroyed at the same time. It doesn't work. The only difference is you don't know what the word Gentile really means. Okay, because you rely on the white man for all your meanings and definitions, right? Because the white man will tell you that, if I remember correctly, what the white man says for the word Gentile, he'll tell you that it's ethnos, but he'll write his own breakdown of the word Gentile, and he'll say not of the Jews or something like that. Okay, which doesn't mean that. That word does not mean that, because it's not a defining word. Okay, they've added that on there to throw you off, to make you believe something that's not really there. Okay, because like we read, the other nations are going to have to pay. So those same nations can't then be saved if they're going to pay. How can they pay and be saved? Doesn't work. Okay, the Gentiles are talking about the Israelite Gentiles. Okay, the Israelite foreigners. Okay, that is the Gentiles that the Lord speaks about redeeming. Okay. Let's read this. Is Isaiah 45 verse 17. But Israel shall be saved in the Lord with an everlasting salvation. Ye shall not be ashamed nor confounded, world without end. Okay, so the world that the Lord talks about saving in John 3:16 is talking about the world of Israel. Because again, people don't understand the word world in John 3:16. That's not talking about the whole entire universe, or the whole entire earth. It's not talking about that. There's another word for that, which is ikomeni. Okay, which means the whole inhabited earth. Okay, but like we just read before, there's those who are going to be saved, which is the nation of Israel, which it always mentions in the scriptures. Okay, and the other nations, which is always referenced in terms of destroying the rest of the world, man. Okay, because the Lord always speaks about the heathen pain and being destroyed. Okay, and being subdued and being put into servitude. Okay. The world without end is talking about the nation of Israel. Okay, that was the Lord's plan from the very beginning, to save the nation of Israel. Okay, because the whole idea of Israel, they're meant to rule on the earth. Okay, so that means everybody else has to be a servant. How can you join in with the salvation and you be put up? You're meant to be a servant, but you've been put up as a prince. You weren't made to be a prince. You weren't made of the seed of Israel. You weren't made